Top story, Parliament's inquiry into the governance issues at the SABC is continuing to hear damning evidence.
The conduct of the former board chairpersons, Ngubane and Ellen Tshabalala, as well as Group Corporate Affairs boss Hlaudi Motsoeneng and Communications Minister Muthambi took centre stage.
A web of unlawful decisions. This is what transpired on day 3 of the inquiry. Phil Molefe was acting CEO for 6 months and he refused to approve the TNA Business Breakfast broadcasts and subscriptions to the New Age newspapers.
In the end, the position I took did not go down well with the Gupta brothers. Mr. Motsoeneng tried to persuade me, urging me to soften my approach in dealing with the Guptas. I refused, pointing out that I would not make irregular and unjustifiable decisions.
He says he also refused to approve Motsoeneng's salary increase of R500,000 suggested by then Chairperson Ngubane.
Mr. Motsoeneng stepped in and said, open quote, "Chair, I told you that this is not our man, so I am going to Pretoria tonight." Close quote. Dr. Ngubane pleaded with me, saying, open quote, "Please sign this thing so that we settle this matter."
And this former board member opposed the SABC's archive deal with MultiChoice. As a lawyer, he says it's unlawful.
The SABC will adopt a particular position on a set-top control. Now, I found that very, very strange and totally unrelated. And that's why that contract was unlawful.
Even attempts to comply with the public protector's remedial actions on the SABC were dealt with in a questionable manner. Naidu says the then chairperson Ellen Tshabalala failed to disclose the interim report to the board.
But because the letter was addressed to her, she thought it was for her personal consumption only and never disclosed it to the board. And I thought that was very, very amateurish in my view. But in the meantime, she had solicited the services of an attorney and she was busy processing a response to that report, basically in defense of herself and in defense of Hlaudi Motsoeneng.
Duno Molefe would speculate on where Motsoeneng gets his power from.
The Office of the Public Protector has demonstrated that you can actually even establish the whereabouts of people. If someone had said, I'm going to Pretoria tonight, you can establish the presence of the person with military precision. And surely some places there are no shebeens around there to establish that.
Minister Muthambi was also criticized for changing the SABC's Memorandum of Incorporation, which transferred powers to remove board members to her office. Naidu says this goes against the Broadcasting Act and even the Constitution. The inquiry continues on Monday. Ulilani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.